We all search for a place to belong. It's a basic human requirement, the simple confirmation that we are seen by those around us. Without that connection, the sense of who we are begins to fray. In this village, 10-year-old Raju exists as a shadow. The crowd moves around him, but no one looks his way. He is physically present, yet entirely excluded from the life of the community. When a community decides a child is trash, the weight of that label changes how they move. The shoulders hunch, eyes fixed on the ground, and every muscle stays tight, waiting for the next blow. For Raju, that blow was a daily reality. He lived through a constant stream of shoves and insults, pushed further and further toward the edges of the village, until he was barely a part of it at all. This shows what happens when the ties that hold us to the world are cut. As each connection breaks, the space around the individual grows dark, leaving them trapped in a world where no one reaches in, and they have no way to reach out. Eventually, Raju sought out the only relief he could find. He ran towards the silence, finding a quiet, empty place where there was no one left to hurt him. Constant rejection does more than cause pain. It erases a person's sense of self. It leaves them convinced that they are truly alone, belonging to no one. The village market was loud and aggressive, but the place Raju found was heavy with silence. It was the only environment that matched the isolation he felt inside. A man dressed in white walked into that silence. He simply sat down, entering Raju's world without being asked. The man reached out and took Raju's hand. For a child who only knew touch as a way to be pushed or hit, this gentle contact was a completely new experience. When Raju spoke about being discarded like trash, the man gave him a new truth to hold on to. He told him clearly, "You are not trash. You are mine." This represents how an internal change can override years of external pain. When a person finally feels valued, that sense of worth pushes back against the jagged memories of the past, gradually smoothing them away. The man gave Raju a way to hold on to this peace. He told him that whenever the weight of the world felt too heavy, he should call on the name Yeshua from his heart. It was a promise that he would always have an anchor. The village hadn't changed, but Raju had. He now possessed an internal strength that didn't depend on how the people in the market treated him. When Raju returned to the market, the change was visible in his walk. He wasn't flinching or bracing for a shove. He moved with a quiet, steady calm that the villagers hadn't seen before. Instead of hiding, he began to look around. He noticed another child sitting in the dirt, hungry, ignored, and carrying the same look of isolation that Raju had worn only hours before. Raju walked over and did something he had never experienced. He took his bread, broke it in two, and gave half to the child. The people nearby stopped to watch, confused by what they were seeing. In a place where everyone fought for themselves, an act of kindness from the boy they had rejected was something they couldn't explain. By sharing that bread, Raju showed the pattern of cruelty had lost its hold on him. He was no longer just a victim of the village. He had become a person who could care for others. Later that evening, Raju saw the man in white again. He was standing in the shadows of the market, providing food to another child who had been forgotten by the crowd. Raju recognized those hands. He realized that the same hands that had reached out to heal his own spirit were now busy helping others in the exact same way. It was a glimpse into how the divine works, not through loud speeches or displays of power, but through quiet acts of service in the places where people feel most forgotten. Raju didn't try to follow the man as he walked away. Instead, he closed his eyes and felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that the man's presence was now something he carried within himself. This feeling of isolation isn't confined to a story or a distant village. Many people feel this same loneliness in a crowded city or a busy home. But the promise remains. If you call out from a place of sincerity, you find that the walls of isolation aren't as thick as they seem. You realize that you are seen, you are known, and you are never truly alone.